it is going to identify the center of the hand, and the palm, and it encloses a circle, and it creates a circle with the radius of the palm, and then it are going to identify the fingers, number of fingers in the image. So in the hand gesture, we are going to use a point polygon test function provided by the OpenCV package, where we are going to create where every image in the every point in the system is going to be create every point in the hand image is going to be used, and the distance from distance is going to be calculated, and from this distance we are going to identify the maximum distance from each and every end of the convex hull, and from there we are going to identify the radius and the center of the palm. So once we created the radius and the center of the palm, we are going to create a circle to identify the palm image in the system. So which is again done by the cv2.circle function. So once this mark hand center is created, we are going to identify the mark fingers. So the mark fingers in the system. So this marks function basically uses the distance, identifies the distance and make sure it is we create a lower threshold and upper threshold for the points to be identified as a finger, and once we identify a set of distances where it can, so it is going to identify the tip of the fingers, and once it has identified the fingers and are being in the range of thresholds, it is going to be incrementing and counting the temporary lengths and identify if there are any unnecessary images which are more than 5. So once this has been done, it is going to be all the count will be mentioned in the fingers field, as you can see here. So, as you can see here, the fingers are counted as 5. So once the fingers have been counted, now basically the system is able to read the image of the hand gesture which is being created. Now to identify the hand image, gesture, what kind of gesture it is being created, we have created a gesture class which actually identifies the palm feel and the finger positions and the angles being provided by the user gesture. So in this, once we identify the fingers and the center of the palm, we are going to identify the number of fingers and the angle between the fingers to make sure what kind of gesture we are going to create. So once we identify the center and radius of the palm, and the finger positions and count are also being generated, we are going to use the angle between the fingers and the finger count to identify which gesture among the predefined gesture set is being shown by the user. So once we identify what kind of gesture set is being so now let us show how this project code can be used to evaluate what kind of gesture is being read. So in order to do that, let us execute the Python file. And so this is the screen where you can point any gesture to your system to identify. So first let us make sure the correct background is identified, and once it has been identified, press B to let the system read on it. Once that is done, you can place your hand and make sure there are no gaps or dark spots in between your hands so that the system doesn't read it wrong. So once you identify it's good enough, you can press C to make sure. As you can see now, it runs in an infinite loop to make sure the system reads every camera input in real time. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this way, you can identify the number of fingers being created and also the gesture which is being created, and all those screen images are already being posted in the final report. So let us conclude now. And uh, in our project, we actually identified the importance of various methods of human-computer interaction and how we can implement the hand gesture recognition through histogram-based approach, and also the use and importance of establishing efficient HCI. Thank you.